Yesterday we talked about this $9, $10 resistance. We end up smashing right into that. Okay, you can see right here we end up coming up and hitting that, and so far getting rejected off there. Okay, which this could just be a small correction and then a push up, but this is a very crucial area for Matic. Okay, you can see here if we look up through here, this is on a weekly chart. This was a support. Okay, back over here, a support area right there on a weekly. So this $9, $10, if it can smash through that, all right, then you're heading up to $13 and a half. Then it would be up to $17, $1.18, and then up $1.26. Now we're going to take a look at some RSIs in a second. Obviously, Bitcoin would have a lot to do with any kind of push up here. All right, now if we look at Bitcoin real quick, this thing is trying to break out of this wedge. All right, I'm going to zoom in on a 4-hour and show you this thing. All right, this wedge. Let me get this fib off here so you can see this a little cleaner. All right, there you go. Okay, you got that wedge forming this blue overhead resistance right up through here, this resistance line, the blue one. You can see Bitcoin poking its head right out of there. Right now, if we go in on an hourly, all right, you can see that it's retesting that area as support now. All right, so you want to see Bitcoin hold 43,300. Okay, worst case scenario, it comes back here and retests that 43.2, something like that. Okay, so worst case scenario, you want to see something like this. You got the breakout of that. All right, comes back test this as support now, and then breaks up out of there. All right, any kind of break for Bitcoin above 43,600, we have a valid breakout. All right, that's going to help obviously the rest of the whole market. All right, now if we go back here to Matic, Polygon, whatever you want to call them. I'm used to Matic. I got in this thing back in early 2020, so I'm used to calling it Matic. They had the name switch there during, I believe it was during the 2021 bull run there. Okay, but here we go. Let's take a look at some RSIs and see what's going on here. Obviously, anything above $1.10 is a breakout, and we're going higher. Okay, I'm going to give you we got your 4-hour is bearish at a 77 and an 85. The 8-hour is bearish at a 91 and a 93, and the 12-hour is still bullish at a 95 and a 93. The daily is at a 100 and an 85. All right, if you were looking for any kind of pullback on this thing, all right, you got very good support down here at roughly 0.984. All right, then you got very good support up here at $1.02. All right, we're going to pull this down to $1.02 because you can see it there on the 4-hour that was resistance. Good chance it pulls back down here to that $1.02. Now will it bounce from there? We'll have to see here. Okay, more than likely with these RSIs getting where they're at, the 1-hour is almost reset, but these other ones like your 4 is very high, your 8 is it just flipped bearish, and your 12 probably going to ABC in here. Okay, we zoom in. All right, what I would be watching for here is this initial push down, maybe to $1.02, maybe a bounce back up. Put a fib on here, and you can learn how to do this stuff, guys. Sign up for a level 3 on my trading on my memberships, and you get 8 hours worth of videos to show you how to do this stuff. Okay, but my guess, I'm gonna avoid this 1-hour wick here. I'm gonna guess this thing's probably gonna pull down to this $1.02 and then maybe bounce a little bit from there. All right, we'll see how this works out, but usually you would come down, have your A leg, your B wave up, and then your C wave down, and that would finish out the correction. All right, it's going to depend. This thing could get a bounce up roughly to $1.07. All right, anything above $1.07, then it's probably going to give that $1.10 a shot again here and for a breakout. But if it gets rejected at that $1.07, then it's going to push down. Then it's A, B, C in here. All right, now with that 1-hour just about reset, that's where this thing could push up. Now if it stops right where it's at and pushes up, still that $1.07, $1 1.0749 would be your 702. All right, I'm not gonna use this wick. I don't even know if that's valid. That thing is so stretched out there. You know, that would pull my fib way down here. That just doesn't look right. I'm just gonna go with where it's at now. If it pulls down to that dollar two, all right. So anything above $1.08 roughly, then this thing's going to give a shot at going higher. If it gets rejected at this $1.07 area, starts rolling over again. If it gets back up there, then it's ABC, and right. But I'm not expecting anything crazy out of this thing for a little bit, unless Bitcoin really starts tearing. Then that could get these RSIs turned around and heading back up. But you expect pullbacks. You're going to have pullbacks. That's just how it goes. All right, now if we end up putting a fib on here and looking, whoops, where could this ABC end up? Well, we're going to take a Fibonacci and take a look here. All right, from your swing low right here to your swing high, anywhere, looks like maybe, a dollar one. It looks like a pretty decent pullback area. That dollar two could end up being the end of, that's a 618 here. Let's go out here. Yeah, that could end up being your pullback area. You know, that's where this wave basically started at. If that's your fifth wave up here, all right, if this ended up being 5 waves in here, let me show you this real quick, because usually you have 5 waves up and then you have a correction. All right, if this was a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, then you're going to have an ABC in here, and then you'll continue upward. Okay, so I would keep an eye on that, dollar area for a bounce, dollar two possibly. Then that could go up to that B wave up to $1.07, and then we could end up having that C wave, that C leg down here. Okay, so I'll keep an eye on this, guys, but I would be expecting a correction right now out of Matic. Any break above $1.08 here, and then it looks like it's going to give a shot at going higher. But for now, I would expect a correction. All right. Thank you very much, guys. I'll talk to you very soon. Have a great night. Please hit the like and subscribe, and I'll be back with you later.